Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our live agent training. I hope everybody's having a great day so far and everybody's enjoying their week. Today, we're going to focus on the property options and how property options can help really just automate things for you and simplify things when you're going through and setting up all of your properties at once. So we're going to cover setting up the YouTube automation and the property automation and all of that stuff. So that's going to be our topic today. Just a couple of things that we're working on. Our programmers are finishing up our Facebook IDX that we'll have for your Facebook business page itself. Now what will happen is you'll be able to add on an app onto your business page, which is going to be a home search, which consumers can go to and view properties just like they would go to your IDX on your personal website. So if you're not too familiar with IDX and how it works, what it is it's a property search for your consumers to be able to view homes in a specific area. So you'll be able to add that onto your business page via Facebook and have that available to you. So that's something they're working on. We should have that available soon. Within the next few weeks, I think, is when they decided it will be released. So as soon as that is available, I'll let you know. We'll do a little go through on how that's going to work and how you add it onto your Facebook page and all of that stuff. So we'll cover all of that once that is available. Another thing the programmers are working on is having a little neighborhood watch for your community pages, which will send out postcards in the specific community that you're working on. So you'll be able to upload your mailing list into the system, choose a postcard, and then we'll go ahead and send it out for you automatically to do some neighborhood marketing. So the mailing list you can add into the system, and then you'll have that as an available option. There will be just listed, open house, and then I believe the just sold postcards that you'll be able to purchase and then have go to those mailing lists in that specific community. And then what else here? We do have a Facebook auto post that we're working on as well. We're working with Facebook right now trying to just make sure that we can simplify things to where we can post automatically to your Facebook page if you have a new listing or an open house or a price change or even some fun facts about just real estate in general. So if you follow us on Facebook, you'll see that we post some interesting fun facts about real estate or what other agents are doing around the world to help market listings, or just kind of those little quirky real estate fun facts that we have available. So that's something that we're working on. We should have that done by the end of the year. It's just trying to get all the programming done, working with Facebook to see if that's something we can have available in the future. And then last but not least, we do have the 25% off all paper products through the end of August. So if you're interested in purchasing property business cards or postcards or even door hangers, you can actually purchase those through the shopping cart icon on your property tab. So I'll show you where you can go to do that. Under your Properties tab, you'll see that you have a little shopping cart icon. So you can click on the shopping cart icon just to have your postcards or all of that created for you and shipped to you directly. So we're offering 25% off. We've never done anything like this before, so we thought we'd give you a little summer special. The discount is automatically created, so you don't need to enter in any promo codes or anything like that. We'll go ahead and take care of that for you. So we have that. And then we're just continuing to work on some cool, good things. So as soon as they become available, I'll definitely let you know. Next week's topic, we're going to focus on setting up your personal website and how that can be beneficial for you to use personal marketing. So if you're interested in setting up a Pearl or want to know how personal websites work and all of that, then definitely attend next week. That's going to be something that you'll want to be there for and not miss out on. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with our topic today. We're going to be focusing on property options. So under your Property tab, you can either hover over the Property tab and you'll see options, or you can physically click on the Property tab and then it will give you property website options. Now with the property website options, this is going to be your global options for all of agent marketing that has to do with your property websites or even some personal website stuff that has to do with your properties. So here, this is going to give you a general idea of some of the great features that we have available, how to set it up for automation and stuff like that. If you have any questions while I'm running through these, just let me know. You do have a question box through the GoToMeeting, or I'm sorry, GoToWebinar. So feel free to write any questions if you have them, and I'm just going to run through these and let you know what each one is. So through the property options, you do have a finance setting that you can use when you go view the property website. So you can set it globally here. You can set up your interest rate and your loan terms. We do it default for you, so you don't have to worry about doing this if you have not done so, but this is where you would go if you want to change it for all of your property options. So you can change the interest rate, and then just make sure for any of these options that you do change through here, be sure you're clicking save to save all of the changes that you've made. We don't want you to go through and change everything and then not be able to save it or have to redo everything. So make sure you click save once you have done all of that. There also is mortgage calculator information. So this is going to have your name and your phone number that's default automatically. So you can go through and change this if you want to. Just to give you a little sample of exactly what it looks like, it would have your picture and then your name and your phone number, and then this is the little calculator that we have. You also have a disclaimer footer that you can add on agent marketing. Now we know from state to state the regulations do change and things are different for each state. So we do have some information in here that's just some generic text as a footer. If you need it to change per your MLS regulations or per your state regulations, you can go through and change that here. You can also choose to put it on every page, or you can just have it put it on the bottom of the property website page. So this is where you would add in that disclaimer. You can customize it to make it your own, so keep that in mind. We do provide you with some text for you, but you can also go through and customize it to make it your own, or even take it all out and then put in your own text too. We also have the classified URLs. So if you're posting to Craigslist a lot, and you know when you have to go to post to Craigslist, you have to pick your area and then pick homes for sale, all of that. You can actually skip all those steps by posting that direct link when you get to the actual posting section. You can post that in here, and same for Backpage. So it avoids you having to pick your state and then your county and then your city and then your homes for sale, all of that. It skips all of those steps, and then you can put the URL here, so it will take you directly to that page when you're going to post to Craigslist. Back at the very top, one of our biggest features that we have in the system is marketing automation. With marketing automation, we make it so simple to where you can have things fully automated in the system. With that being said, anytime you add one of your properties into the MLS, it can automatically be added into agent marketing. If you have not done so already and you have this as an available option to you, you can set up your MLS poll setup through the little gear icon here in the right-hand corner. Once you've done that, then you have this as an available option to you to have your marketing options automated. Now you can choose to have your property websites fully automated. Again, once they're added into the MLS, they can automatically be added into agent marketing. So that gives you a quick, easy option to add in your property. You also have an option to activate your auto-pulled listings. So if you want them to add into the system and then you want them to activate automatically so you don't even have to worry about it, make sure that you have activate auto-pulled listings turned on. So that way, once they're added into the system, we'll go through and automatically activate them for you. You also have an option to do an auto price update or an auto status auto update, or an auto price so you can have it automatically update the price and status. Sorry, I don't know why that's such a mouthful for me to say right now. But you can choose to have the price and the status auto update for you. So that means if you've changed it on the MLS, then it will change automatically for you in agent marketing if you have these options turned on. When you are using our YouTube videos, you actually have an option to have it auto-generate for you and add to your YouTube channel. So you can go into your media section and set up your YouTube channel, or if you want to just have it go to our channel, you can do that as well. But you can have it to where the videos are automatically generated for you and added onto YouTube. You do have two different layout options you can choose. We have Layout 2, which is our newest layout template that you can choose from. So it has your information on here, and then it goes into the slideshow, and it has the captions that are added onto the YouTube video for you. And then we also have layout 1, which is a little bit of an older layout, but it is something that is our most popular layout because it is cool with the little text here at the top and then all of your agent information. So you have either layout that you want to choose, and just make sure you have that selected here in the YouTube video layout. You also have an option. One of the questions was, is the balloon stuck on video too? We will eventually have it available for you to where we can customize it. Right now we just have these 2 layouts. I will check with the status on that. Let me write that down real quick. I'll check on the status to see what we can do about the YouTube customization, and then I'll let you know next week in training. So YouTube video customization. So that way, I know that was something we talked about in the past, and I haven't gotten an update on that, so I'll see what we can do about updating the YouTube videos for you. The next option we have is the auto delete for your property. So if you have expired listings, you can choose to have them delete automatically for you. So you can do it when the property expires 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, or even 2 years later. So these are just when your properties go expired. They stay good for a full year once you click to activate them, and then you can choose to have them deleted. It helps really kind of just keep you within your property count, and then also it makes it to where if those properties are expired, then you don't have to worry about them. So I recommend doing 3 months. Maybe not do it when it expires, because what if you don't want to have that property available for you? Or if you want to continue, say that you activate it, it's good for the full year, and for some weird reason you still have that property and it hasn't sold yet, then you don't really want it to delete once the property goes, once it goes inactive. So you can choose to have it however, or you can choose to not even have them delete and you just go through and delete them manually. We do have some global website options available for you. So you do have an option to put some squeeze pages on the property websites themselves. I believe it's on layouts 2 through 7 only. With the squeeze pages, they have it to where you can do a property search, foreclosure, and there's a pre-qualify. When they fill out those information or those squeeze pages, then it will send you the lead right away. So those can be put on the property website. To have the homepage high definition, this is just for the property websites to have the high definition images that you've uploaded in the system. You have an option to turn off the QR codes for your properties. And I'm hovering over these little question marks here. If you have questions once we're over the webinar or once we're done with the webinar on what these offer, what these features are, you can hover over the question marks and it will give you instructions or kind of give you a little paragraph as to what that feature is and what it would entail. So with the QR codes, you can choose to turn those off, so it just means that they won't print on the sign writers or show up on the flyers or anything like that. I know some agents cannot stand the QR codes, and I know some agents absolutely love the QR codes. So you have both options. The front page thumbnails, we do have a couple layouts that will allow the thumbnails to populate on the property websites. So you can choose to have that turned on. I believe that's on layouts 5 and 6, I think. I would have to double check, but you can have the little thumbnails populate on there, which just shows all of the property photos that you've uploaded. The open house spokesperson, when you do add a spokesperson into the system, what it does is it will actually, when you add an open house into the system, you do your dates, it will pop up with a little spokesperson that says, did you know we're having an open house? Click here for more information. So that way it allows the consumers when they go to your website to know that there is an open house with that spokesperson. So if you have this checked to on, that will automatically happen for you. We have a Need More Info tab also. So on some of the property websites, you'll see it populate either like on the corner of the page, or I'm sorry, on the left-hand side of the page or on the right-hand side. It will just say Need More Info, and it's a lead capture page. There's also an option for Google Street View, so you can choose to have that turned on or you can turn it off. I know some agents don't like to use Google Street View because sometimes Google doesn't update the content as quickly as they would like, so they don't really like to have that because sometimes the homes don't look the best or it's different from what it looks like now. So you can choose to turn that off if you want to, or you can choose to have it on, either way. There is an option for lot size. You can choose to have it in acres or square feet. Also the money symbol, you can choose to have it in any one you would like. The properties per page, this is for your personal website. So you do have a featured property list on your personal page. So you can choose to display 3 properties, 6 properties, 9 properties, or 12 properties per page. So that's kind of your option on what you're comfortable with having on there. We also have a featured property link on the property website, so you can choose to have it internally or open up a new page. So if you do internally, it keeps them on your actual personal page. If you do an outside website, then it will open up a new window with that property that they choose. Let's see. What are the pros and cons for either internal or website? The pros of internal, I would say that it keeps them directly on their personal page, so they are on your personal website, so then they can hit the back button. The cons to using the internal, I don't know that there really are any. It keeps them on your personal page, but they may not know to click on the back button to go back to your personal page. Having the website pull up a new window, the pro is it takes them to a directly new window. But then the con would be that they could just click out of it and think that your website's gone. So I mean, there's kind of pros and cons to both. Personally, I would choose to keep it internally, having them always be on your personal page, because then they can click on another tab or anything like that. But really, it's your preference. That's why we do give you both. I know some people would rather have a new window pop up. For me, certain times I do like to have that. So really, I mean, again, it's just your preference on what you prefer. But that's why we have it on internal, because most agents do like to have it on internal. So that's kind of our generic setting. With your virtual tours, when you use your separate virtual tour link, there's a text that appears at the very top. You can choose to have it say whatever you want to, and then you can choose the different font or the different title font that you want to use. So we do give you 6 different font choices to choose from. If you choose not to do a title, it will default to Welcome Home. Last but not least, on these property options, we have the feedback greetings and the feedback questions. Now with the feedback system, that's something that your agents can, or that you as agents can use for open houses or showings and stuff like that. So there's a little greeting that goes at the top, and then questions that you can change. Now keep in mind, these are for each, this is for all of your listings in the system. So you want to make sure that you keep it very generic so it would fit in with all of your listings. And just keep in mind to ask it as an agree or disagree point of view, because that's the questionnaire of how it works. So when they get it, that's what the question will populate, and then they'll have these agree or disagree buttons. Also, one other thing too, don't change these. You'll see here, do not change your feedback questions once you start receiving feedback, as this would make the charts reporting confusing or meaningless, which means pretty much that once you've changed it, then it's going to not really make sense when you get the feedback, because the questions are going to be different. Something you can do as well. So keep in mind, a couple weeks ago we focused on, or last week we focused on the tools section. Through the Tools section on the Property tab, we do have an option for you to do property-specific option changes. So say that you want to just change the feedback questions for the California property that you have in the system. You can go to the Tools section, click on Property Options, and you'll get the property-specific options. So you will just have, like, say that you want to turn the QR codes off for this specific property only. You can do that through the tools and property options. So I know it's kind of confusing. You have your global options under the property tab, and then you have the property specific under the tools section for each one of your listings. So it's kind of confusing, but I know you can have the properties options, that's global, and then through the tools and property options, that's going to be property specific. So I hope that's clear. I hope I didn't try and confuse you too much. I wasn't trying to, but just wanted to let you know that you can change it per property if you choose to as well. So that wraps up our little session today. I'm going to open it up for questions right now. So let me see here. Can you post a Craigslist when the site is not active? No, you cannot. You cannot post a Craigslist unless the property is an active listing. It will not show up on your Craigslist poster until the property has been activated through the system. Let's see. So there was another question asking about the customization for the video. So I will get with our graphics team and the owner and our programmers to see if we will ever do the customization, and I'll let you know next week on our next training. Just keep in mind, next week we're going to be focusing on personal websites and how the personal websites are going to be available for you. Let's see. So there was a question asking, I've posted my open house, but how do I send it to Facebook? So when you're on your property tab, you'll be able to go into your tools section, and under open house dates, you'll see here, so tools and open house. You can add in your open house date. So here, let me move my question box so I can actually see what I'm doing here. I'm going to choose to do an open house this weekend. We'll do from 1:30 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. and I'm going to hit save. So now once I have my open house dates added in here, you'll see that you have two options. You can view this little open house announcement. You can copy the link and post it on your Facebook business page, or you can post it on your personal page. Or what you can do is you can click on this little Facebook button here, and what it will do is it will create an actual posting for you for your open house. It will show the picture of the home, and then it will say open house at 1:30 on Saturday, and this will put this on there for your actual Facebook page. So be sure to take a look at that. If you have questions on how to do this, our support team will definitely be here to help. But you will see this under your open house dates, where you physically go to add in your dates, and once you've saved it, you'll see a view and you'll see a Facebook button here. Any other questions? Anything else I can answer for you? Anything? Alrighty, well, if you have any questions, again, our support hotline number is here at the top. They're available from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. Feel free to give them a call. You can also chat with them as well and answer any questions that you may have about any of our features or how to use some of the great features we have available to you. If you have any feedback for me as well, feel free to give me a call. I'm always here to help. You can reach me at our support hotline number as well. Thanks again, everyone. Again, next week we're going to be focusing on Pearls, so personal websites and how to build those and how to use those through the system. So be sure to attend. I will have this video up on YouTube shortly, so if you have any questions, let us know. Thanks again, everyone. We'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great day.